Of course. Of course you stop. Stop. No, we're not going over there. Still bees nest. It's the Dog Walk Chronicles. Have not read the readings of the day yet. I haven't read the readings for Mass for tomorrow yet, even though I'm going to go to Mass this afternoon. I was thinking about, so I believe the things the church teaches. So are you going to bring us into bees? Where are you going? I don't like to go to new places. Let's go where we always go. I was thinking of, so I agree with the church. I don't always understand everything, and I don't necessarily like everything that the church teaches, like, for example, hell. I don't like the idea that there is a hell. And I just had some thoughts. It just seems to me, and again, this is above my pay grade. This is God. These are God questions, I think. So, I can see some people are pretty terrible, and you might say, well, gosh, they deserve to be in hell. But it seems easy to get into hell. It seems like which I'm probably not understanding fully. It seems like you could get into hell. I guess what I'm saying is, hell, as described, is terrible. The worst thing you would ever want to be. You know, like the worst punishment we have, but it goes on forever. And I guess what I'm saying is, it seems hard to think how a person, how would you warrant that? I know how it seems like you'd have to be an awfully, I'm probably not understanding this. How bad do you have to be to burn in hell for all eternity? I mean, I'm not going to use the H word, but we all might say, well, there's someone who certainly should warrant, if there's someone who in that category, he should be it. And fair enough, but it seems like I could end up in hell easy enough with, okay, so you persevere, right? You're supposed to persevere. Let's say at the end of a long life of following God, you falter, you lose your faith, you stop, and you sort of reject, you turn your back on God. And could you end up in hell for all eternity for losing your faith, for saying I no longer believe that, or something? And it seems like the punishment doesn't fit it seems like it. What's that thing about the gate being narrow? I think it's really hard, if I'm understanding any of this, to manage to get to heaven. And it just seems like hell seems to be an awful punishment for, I don't know. I guess I should have thought this out a little more. But it just seems like it's not that hard to get into hell. And it seems like simple. It almost seems like complacency could get you to hell. And complacency doesn't really seem to me, to be worthy of what we have hell described as. Does that make sense? I don't necessarily like it, this teaching. And I'm probably not understanding it, and I'm certainly probably not articulating it well. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I talk about the Catholic faith a lot. And I talk from a level that I believe is the teaching. No, okay. I try to portray the teaching of the church accurately. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm perfect. I'm struggling and hit the confessional every week. I try. I struggle too. And obviously I don't bring up. So I won't go to hell for supporting abortion, but I may go to hell for something else, which is also very. So anyway, that's, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not perfect, and I don't necessarily, I'm happy with everything the church teaches, but I agree with everything the church teaches. Even if I don't quite understand it, like I say, that's God's job. And he probably knows a little more than me. So if I make it to heaven, he'll explain it to me then. Make sure you get to heaven and he'll answer your questions too. And that's all I got to say.